Is your career anxiety cranked up to an all-time high? You've probably heard the usual advice. It's the economy. It's the job market. Just learn more skills. So you do everything you're supposed to do. You update your resume, you network, you scroll through job postings late at night. But that deep, nagging feeling of insecurity, it just won't budge. No matter how hard you work, it feels like you're standing on shaky ground. Here's the question. What if the real source of that insecurity isn't just external pressure? What if there's a different lens, a framework that explains why you feel so stuck? From the perspective of Chinese metaphysics, that sense of instability isn't just in your head. It could be a sign of imbalance, specifically an unbalanced earth element. Now, let's be clear. BaZi is a belief-based system, not a scientifically proven diagnostic tool. But it offers a fascinating way to understand why some people feel deeply unsettled during times of career uncertainty. In this video, we'll explore how this ancient philosophy interprets job security anxiety. And more importantly, I'll share practical tools inspired by this framework to help you feel grounded and in control, no matter what the world throws at you. First things first, this isn't Western astrology, and it's definitely not about your sun sign. We're talking about BaZi, also known as the 4 pillars of destiny. Think of BaZi not as fortune-telling, but as a framework for self-reflection, built around your exact birth year, month, day, and hour. It's an ancient system from Chinese metaphysics that modern practitioners use as a tool for understanding patterns in life. At the heart of BaZi is the theory of the 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Each element is believed to represent different aspects of your personality, health, and life path. A balanced chart suggests harmony, while an imbalance can show up as recurring challenges. Now, this is a traditional belief, not a scientifically proven principle, but it offers a fascinating lens for self-awareness. Today, we're focusing on the earth element. Earth is all about stability, grounding, trust, and security. It's the mountain, the fertile soil, the foundation that allows everything else to grow. In your career, earth represents predictability, reliability, and that deep sense of feeling safe and supported. It's the energy that helps you feel in control. So what happens when this foundation is out of balance? That's when anxiety creeps in. In BaZi, an earth imbalance can show up in 2 ways: too weak or too strong. Both create their own flavor of career stress. If your earth is weak, you might feel unstable or insecure. You second-guess decisions, struggle to stand your ground, and feel like you're drifting without an anchor. That can translate into a constant fear of job loss and a craving for stability that always feels out of reach. If your earth is too strong, it doesn't mean you feel secure. Instead, it can show up as stubbornness, rigidity, and a fear of change. You might feel stuck in a job you dislike because uncertainty feels terrifying. This can lead to obsessive worrying and overthinking every possible negative outcome. You're so grounded that you've become buried, unable to move or adapt. Does any of that sound familiar? Feeling like you're either floating without a tether or stuck in concrete? If so, you're not failing. You're just experiencing what this framework would call an elemental imbalance. And here's the good news. Balance can be restored. So how do you know if this perspective applies to you? The first step is to figure out your day master. This is the core of your BaZi chart and represents your fundamental self. Finding it is easy. Just search for a free BaZi calculator online and enter your birth details. Once your chart is generated, look at the day pillar. The element there is your day master. If your day master is Earth, this video is especially for you because your core identity is tied to stability. But even if you're not an Earth day master, don't tune out yet. Having a weak or excessive Earth element anywhere in your chart can still contribute to these feelings, according to BaZi theory. Take a quick look at your chart. Is Earth barely present? or is it dominating everything? Both extremes matter. Once you have a sense of your chart's needs, you can start exploring practical strategies to bring your earth element back into harmony. And that's exactly what we'll dive into next. Restoring balance isn't about mystical fixes. It's about taking real, strategic actions that align with the energy you need. Let's break it down for both weak and excessive earth. When earth energy is weak, the goal is simple: nourish it. You need stability, routine, and a sense of tangible security in your life. Start by looking at your career and environment. Earth is all about reliability, so ask yourself, would I feel more secure in industries that value consistency and long-term planning? This isn't a command, it's a prompt. Think about fields like real estate, agriculture, city planning, or roles in HR and project management. These areas often involve tangible assets and structured processes, perfect for supporting weak earth energy. The idea is to find a role where reliability is a strength, not a limitation. Next, lean on other elements for support. In the 5-element cycle, fire produces earth. So how do you bring more fire into your life? Add touches of red to your workspace. Spend time in the sun. Engage in activities that spark passion and enthusiasm, anything that lights you up inside. Finally, focus on lifestyle and mindset. Try grounding activities like spending time in nature. In your diet, root vegetables, carrots, potatoes symbolically nourish earth energy. And most importantly, build structured routines. Predictability can be your friend. Create a daily schedule, set clear financial goals, and give yourself the external structure your internal energy craves. When earth energy is too strong, you're not lacking a foundation. You might actually feel buried by it. The goal here is to loosen the soil and create movement. In BaZi theory, the elements that help balance excessive earth are wood and metal. Think of wood as growth and flexibility, and metal as clarity and precision. Career-wise, this could mean exploring roles that invite change and adaptability. Instead of clinging to what's predictable, consider fields tied to wood energy, like anything that encourages growth and fresh ideas. To tap into metal energy, look at roles that require structure and logic. These can help channel that heavy earth into productive, focused action. The idea is to move from just being stable to doing something meaningful with that stability. Lifestyle shifts matter too. Start by decluttering physical stuff and emotional baggage. Excess earth often shows up as holding on too tightly. Try small changes. Take a new route to work, learn a new skill, or rearrange your space. These simple acts invite wood's energy of growth and flexibility. And here's a powerful mindset tool. Practice letting go. One technique I love is the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding method, a proven way to calm anxiety and break obsessive thought loops. Pause and notice. 5 things you can see, 4 things you can feel, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, 1 thing you can taste. This pulls you out of overthinking and brings you back to the present moment. Navigating your career isn't just about chasing the next job. It's a deep journey of understanding yourself. Exploring a system like BaZi can be a powerful step toward that self-discovery. It's designed to give you clarity and a strategic edge so you can build a career that truly aligns with your energy. Your career anxiety isn't a sign that you're failing. From the perspective of this ancient system, it's a signal, a gentle nudge that your earth element might need attention. Whether you feel like you're drifting without an anchor or stuck in the mud, the path forward is about finding your personal balance. By understanding whether your earth energy is weak or excessive, you can stop fighting against your nature and start working with it. You can choose career paths that feel supportive, adopt habits that bring you back to center, and reframe anxiety as a compass pointing you toward greater alignment. You have the power to stop feeling tossed around by external circumstances and start building a career that feels stable, secure, and right for you. Share this with someone who might need a new way to understand their journey.